Well, here we go. As we talked about earlier, the dock workers, the union, the longshoremen caved to the demands of the Democrats behind closed doors and basically postponed their strike for 90 days. They agreed to a tentative deal, 62% pay increases, nothing on AI that I'm aware of, and automation at the ports. We need more automation in American ports, not less. That's a fact. Joining me is Jordan WINar. He's a co-founder of Zion Outdoors. It's a company based in Austin, Texas. And he was concerned about supply chain disruptions, might still face that. Jordan, thank you for being here.
Good to be here. Thanks, Steve. Welcome to Blue Collar America.
Well, yeah, look, I live in Michigan. Blue collar is the way we live up here as well. I was just no good at real work, so I do this for a living because I was lousy at actually doing work. I'm kidding, of course. Tell me what is Zion Outdoors? What do you make? What do you do?
Yeah, you bet. Anything outdoors is what we do. So we help homeowners beautify their space so they can enjoy memories with their families.
So like landscaping, pavers, outdoor cooking areas, that sort of thing?
You bet. Anything you can walk on, Steve.
Anything you can walk on. All right. So you do that high-end stuff that I love, right? Okay, good. What were you worried about? I mean, obviously, politics played a role here. There's just no question about it. Politics played a role here because it was going to hurt the Democrats badly, this strike. And they knew it. And so something happened behind closed doors. And union people, not real fond of the Democrats right now. We just had the firefighters reject endorsing the Democrats. The Teamsters, the same thing. But that notwithstanding, you still are concerned because the strike went on, 4 or 5 days. And so you've got product that's sitting in shipping containers in Houston or wherever, and it's going to be a while. We were told that for every day the strike went on, it'd take 6 or 7 days to catch up. That means you could be a month behind based on 4 days of strike, right?
That's right. And what was I worried about? Well, I wasn't worried about anything. My boots getting projects done on Monday with the team and the crews, and then when your phone rings at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, it's usually not somebody to say good morning to you. It's to give you bad news. And that was exactly that. Our suppliers in Turkey, 6,000 miles away, said, hey, the containers are in Houston, but you're not getting them this week. And that's where you start making phone calls to customers and have that conversation. And then that spirals out of control because all of us are worried that work hard every single day about inflation. And this is just going to make it worse. It exasperates the situation when you can't get this product. Somebody's going to pay for it sitting on the water, and most likely it's going to be the consumer or the small business owner.
So how many people work for you?
Currently, we have roughly 50, which includes our crews. So right. A good amount of families are involved in that too, right?
Sure, it's a family business. 50 people is a good-sized small business, but a small business just the same. And you get jammed up because the bricks and the pavers that you need from Turkey don't come off the boat or out of the container sitting in Houston. Well, then your crew's not going to work. If you don't have the materials you need for that big job down the street or around the corner, well, the customer's not going to pay for it. You can't pay your staff. Everything, it just gums up the whole system, doesn't it?
That's right. And what you described is absolutely true. One day that sits on the water could be 7. So the fact that it went on for 3 days could push us back potentially 3 weeks, which is a real problem this time of the year when you're trying to get projects done for the holiday, when you're trying to get everybody paid and everything's so tight right now. You need to work every single day. You can't be sitting around waiting for things to happen or waiting for people to get paid out.
So for you, I'm going to make an assumption here. You don't know for sure. Could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You don't know when some of that product's going to come off. And so does that mean some of the folks on your crew could end up being laid off for a week or two? Could it mean that customers aren't going to get what they want for that family get-together for Thanksgiving because it's not that far away? Because it's going to move the whole calendar back. It's going to move the whole calendar back, which means people that want something done for Thanksgiving or Christmas, they might not get it done till the new year. And I guess my question, are the customers understanding of your dilemma?
That's a good question. You're getting me worked up now thinking about this because it does impact the families that work for Zion. It impacts the community that we're working in, the people that want to get these projects done. You only get so many Thanksgivings and Christmases with your kids. Right. So if you miss one of those, now you're down to 12 or 13 left, and that's a problem. And then we have this project called Walkways for Warriors, and that's where most of us got upset by. For every 100 projects we complete, we give one away to a veteran. And now when there's these holdups, we can't complete projects, and Veterans Day is coming quickly, and that could impact us giving back to the community, which is what we get excited about.
Yeah. I didn't mean to get you worked up here, but the fact of the matter is, Jordan, you're exactly right. And you're just one example of thousands of companies across this country that are facing those same questions today in a variety of places. And what if it was a perishable item that was on those shipping containers? Well, you're going to open up and it's going to be rotten, and no good at all. So who gets to eat that price? No pun intended. The consumer does, right? I mean, we all do. We all pay the price for that. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, there's 50, to your point, Steve, there's 50,000 contractors just in the state of Texas that are going to be impacted by this, even though it's in a small window. But those small windows, as a small business owner, every single day counts, right? When you're trying to get by, put food on the table for your family, help out your local baseball team, and these things just mess up our world and mess up the world that for all the employees that work at these small businesses too. So I'm glad it got resolved. We're all tentative to see what happens in January, and maybe we even change our business model to not import products like we have been for so long.
There you go. Well, Jordan, I wish you the best, and I hope your team works out, and I hope that it comes off in a week, but I'm, got my fingers crossed for you, my friend. Work hard out there and keep the faith. I truly appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Steve. Love the show.
All right, thank you. Jordan WINar.